Soyud, Jansen Rios, and Wami Tiongson. For the Xinjiang Flying Tigers is Denkan Fei, Liu Yunan, Tang Chayo, Zhang Wen, the point guard, and Song Tung Lin. And Xinjiang win the tip here. They are wearing their blue jerseys. Cut and a basket for Tang Chayo to open the scoring.
I'm very interested at some individual matchups here. That one, the guard position, Wami Tiongson versus Zhang Wen. Also, the young big man of Xinjiang in Sun Tong Lin. He's going to be challenged by the veteran, the celebrated veteran in Taulava. Maybe up there in age, but he's taken very good care of his body and can still bang with the best of them.
Well, Taulava, very experienced international player. And Sun Tong Lin will have his hands full getting past the NLEX big man. Jansen Rios scoots free for the 2 points.
Getting away from the defense of Tang Chayo. Rios has that explosiveness, using it to his advantage there.
Well, Jansen Rios did not play in the first game against the Formosa Dreamers. Saw action yesterday against the Itiland Elephants.
I feel like the pace will really play a big factor in this game. Sedel, there's Sun Tong Lin. You see he's very well limited underneath. There are more big men on the part of NLEX compared to their previous matchups, talking about the Flying Tigers.
Well, they have Heft, the Road Warriors. They have Soyud and Taulava there, who shoots the free ball, no good. Zhang Wen with the rebound.
On the break, NLEX gets a stop.
This is going to be a very interesting game. With the first few, how the first few possessions have panned out here. The Road Warriors will get a difficult matchup here.
Tiongson, look at him just blow by the defense, just unable to get that layup to stay down.
Wami Tiongson. Sun Tong Lin scores his first basket of the ball game. Had 19 points against the Formosa Dreamers with only 25 minutes of action.
A lot of credit for Tang Chayo, made that possible. Opening up the lane for Sun Tong Lin. That time Zhang Wen getting tripped up by Wami Tiongson.
Liu Yunan right there. So it's the first team foul here for NLEX. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for watching. We're live on YouTube and the Asia League page, as well as on Facebook. It's the third day of the Asia League Summer Super 8 here in Macau. As once again, Sun Tong Lin finding the open man, Liu Yunan.
Big-to-big connection once again. Earlier, it was Tang to Sun. Now it's Sun to Liu.
Jansen Rios.
So far for the Xinjiang Flying Tigers.
This is Jansen Rios, able to break down the defense, and Jansen Rios, 4 points.
Second time that he's gotten around his defender, and the help D a bit too late for Xinjiang.
Zhang Wen against Tiongson. Zhang Wen shoots the three, no good. Taulava battling for the rebound. It's with Marcelo. Ahead to Jansen Rios. Jansen Rios trying to drop it off to Raul Soyud. The turnover here for the Road Warriors.
You know, for the Flying Tigers, they're shaking up their attack on offense a little bit before they would get the ball in the post to Sun Tong Lin and work from there. But now that there's a matchup for Sun in terms of size, Taulava, they're looking for other ways to get the ball down in the post.
Chayo, Zhang Wen. Zhang Wen. It's a short on the jumper, Macao. Marcelo to Soyud against Sun Tong Lin, takes it out to Tallo. Attacking Jansen Rios from the other corner. That's a three ball. Jansen Rios with 7 points for the NLEX Road Warriors. He's got all the baskets here.
He himself has outscored Xinjiang. He's a gem right now for the Road Warriors.
Sun Tong Lin against Taulava. Sun steps back, takes the jumper, no good. Struggling with the defense of the big man.
That's what we were talking about earlier, Sidel. In previous games, it was so easy for Sun to get around the smaller big men of other teams. Talking about the Rising Zephyr. Oh no, check that. The Itilan Elephants and the Formosa Dreamers. But now there's a matchup in ASI, but they still get 2 points there.
Lu Yunnan once again, they're moving the basketball. Wami Tiongson, that's his second miss of the ball game. Deng Chunfai. Zhang Wen, the kick out to Deng. Attacks, dumps it underneath.
Time and time again, it's the same scheme for Xinjiang. Drop passes or high lows. ASI Taulava coming out to meet Deng Chunfei and opening up the lane once more for Liu Yunnan. And he will be at the free throw line right now.
Liu Yunnan and Tang Chayo doing damage early for the Xinjiang Flying Tigers.
Don't expect this game to be a blowout. This will probably stay very closely contested. Rule out just a 3-point advantage right now for the Flying Tigers.
Taulava, the three, that's good! ASI Taulava!
Now, a couple of days ago, we caught NLEX in a shoot-around here inside the East Asian Games Dome. And ASI was telling me that he was working on transition threes.
Oh, wow. And, you know, ASI Taulava has certainly adapted to the times. Sun Tong Lin, banging bodies with ASI. He'll go to the line for a couple of freebies.
I love the matchup between Taulava and Tong Lin. You know, it may be tough for Sun Tong Lin, but this can only be good for him as his development as a young player goes.
Of course, ASI has played numerous battles at the international level. Sun Tong Lin is the cornerstone of this Xinjiang Flying Tigers. Goes 1 for 2. It's an 11-10 lead for Xinjiang. 4 minutes and 50 remaining here in the first period. A virtual knockout game between the Road Warriors of the Philippines and Xinjiang Flying Tigers of China. Taulava, the ball fake, wide open for 3. Back-to-back for ASI Taulava.
Whoever said an old dog cannot learn new tricks was definitely wrong, because ASI has developed that three-point shot very recently, and it has become very effective.
Tang Chayo missed the 3 ball. Rebound Raul Soyud. Wami Tiongson against Wang Ziruo has just entered the ball game. ASI once again. He misses that one. Mac Tallo rising for that rebound. Tallo putting the move, and Wang Ziruo is whistled for the foul there.
You know, it's usually Wang.
Tiongson will inbound the ball to Ighalo, who just replaced Jansen Rios. Steal here. And I think Deng Chunfei, who goes all the way to tie this ball game, 13-all.
Now they're putting Liu Yunnan on ASI Taulava because he's knocked down a couple of threes.
Tiongson. Ighalo, big rebound. Ighalo, put back.
Ighalo is really a hustle player. He wouldn't necessarily put the ball in his hands to start something, but he will find a way to get it.
Good sized crowd here inside the Macao East Asian Games Dome. Some of them, supporting the Road Warriors, a good Filipino gallery. Wang Ziruo, the kick out. Sun Tong Lin, that's a travel right there. Offense goes to Sun. Tallo double team. Tallo loses the handle there. Deng Chunfei. Wang Ziruo right now. A couple of turnovers for Tallo as Wang Ziruo nails the fadeaway J. 15-all.
But that's the thing here, again, from the Xinjiang Flying Tigers.
Well, definitely. And, Chinese basketball, a little bit mixed. some influence, one-on-one American influence. And Soyud finds his way inside. Couldn't make the basket. That's Ho Pei-zo with the rebound. Wang Zirui right now with 2 fouls. Wang to Sun Tong-lin against Dave Marcelo.
Traveling. Ho Pei-zo losing his footing there.
Ho Pei-zo.
See what Sun Tong-lin can do with a different matchup on hand.
Tallo, go to Dave Marcelo. Ighalo now, 10 seconds to shoot. Finds Dave Marcelo, wide open, bank shot, no good. Put back for Dave Marcelo, first 2 points of the ball game.
Not sure if that tip-in was really meant to be a shot, but he'll take it anyway.
Sun Tong-lin, Zhang Wen, Wang Zirui, down low to Sun Tong-lin, and Dave Marcelo with a push.
Dave mistiming that push. It should have gone, he should have made that as Sun Tong-lin was receiving that basketball, but it was a bit late. You know, in basketball it's really physical, so you do really give those little nudges. But Dave, maybe it wasn't that little, so caused Sun Tong-lin to fall over, and foul was called on Marcelo.
Well, the Road Warriors in the penalty. Next foul will be foul shots for Xinjiang Flying Tigers. Entering the ball game, Pai Yao Cheng. Ho Pei-zo, Sun Tong-lin. Oh, nice shot there.
We got an Eman Monfort who's standing about 6 inches smaller than him. Was able to easily get that layup in.
Check that, that's Dong Chun Fai. Dave Marcelo wants to sharpen up his team heading into the next tournament in the Philippines. Monfort, Cyrus Baguio, back to Monfort. Quinahan, Ighalo from the corner, that's his specialty. Kenneth Ighalo.
And developed that corner three-pointer through time. Wasn't really that much of a shooter before, but play and play and play, practice and practice and practice, you get much better.
Sun Tong-lin kicks it out. On the outside, that's short. Dave Marcelo.
Oh, he gets caught grabbing onto the shorts of Sun Tong-lin. Again, you know, these little things, as illegal as they are inside a basketball court, players do use these little tactics. And it's also a skill of not letting the referees catch you. That time, our officials on top of the situation, Sun Tong-lin getting 2 free throws.
And Sun Tong-lin, solid yesterday against the Formosa Dreamers.
Solid also the first game they played against the ET Land Elephants, but that one ended up in a loss. Yesterday, he was our player of the game.
Sun, 2 for 2. Cuts the lead to 1. 40 seconds remaining here in the first period. NLEX shooting very well from beyond the arc, 4 of 8. Cyrus Baguio against Dong Chen Fei. Baguio, jumper, air ball. Monfort trying to save it. Only to Wang Zhen.
Good effort though.
Zhang Wen.
They're calling the fist play right now.
2-second differential. Game clock and shot clock. Sun Tong-lin against Quinahan.
They're trying to get the ball to Sun.
Sun Tong-lin.
Oh, and there was just 3 seconds left on the clock, but Miranda, I believe, gives up a foul there, sending Sun back to the free throw line.
So that was off the shot. There was no foul, but on the offensive rebound attempt of Sun Tong-lin, referee making the call.
And you'll see that the fist play of the Xinjiang Flying Tigers will have Sun handling that basketball up top above the arc, and then he'll hand it off and dive to the middle. He was open for a bit there too.
Sun Tong-lin ties the ball game at 20. 4.6 seconds remaining, and he gets a much needed breather. Lu Yunan returning to the ball game. So NLEX has 4 seconds to work with. Monfort, he slips and steps on the line.
There have been some players who have slipped here on the floor of the Macao East Asian Games Dome, and also a lot of them not recognizing the sidelines, perhaps deceived by the space we have here, because it's a good facility. It's spacious, and the hardwood extends a couple of feet outside the limits of the basketball court. You really have to be aware of those if you're a basketball player here in the Super 8.
Zhang Wen may have gotten away with the travel there, but
I really thought there should have been a travel.
that's it for our first period. NLEX and Xinjiang locked up at 20. We'll be right back for the second period. Big man of Xinjiang, really cornerstone of this team.
However, the turnover is hurting the Road Warriors. That's their 5th error already in the ball game.
Zhang Wen against Cyrus Baguio. Zhang turns the corner. Zhang left-handed scoop is good.
He struggled in their very first game when they matched up against the ET Land Elephants, but used yesterday's outing against the Formosa Dreamers to really get into his groove here in the Super 8.
Monfort. Well defended by Zhang Wen. Ighalo. Good close out there by the Long Lions. Or Flying Tigers, rather. Another miss. And Ighalo commits the foul.
You know what has given NLEX trouble here is the length of the Flying Tigers. Although they're not necessarily taking steals, a lot of them, they are distracting and making NLEX think twice every time they want to pass that basketball.
Not only pass, but also from attacking the rim. Tang Chayo. Lu Yunan against JR Quinahan. Lu Yunan. Cyrus Baguio. Go to Quinahan. Monfort. Quinahan. Jumper. Sun Tong Lin taps it to a teammate. Wide open. It's a 3 on the way. Tang Chayo. Xinjiang off to a quick start. 7-0 run here to open the second period.
Yung malaki piece tayo, i-roll nyo. Nagha-hard show. Okay? Nagha-hard show. So mag-roll kayo. Pag naipasa nyo sa roll o kaya sa big man, may libre. Yung guardia, hirap na hirap pumasa kasi nagha-hard show. Control nyo lang. I-hard show kayo eh. Portaw. Sa backside.
8 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the first half of this battle between the NLEX Road Warriors of the Philippines and the Xinjiang Flying Tigers of China. We got to listen in to the huddle of Coach Yang Yao of NLEX, and what did we get out there, Judd?
Well, you heard it repeatedly. Coach Sheng addressing the hard show being given to them by the Flying Tigers, and they want to shake up their pick and roll attacks. Let's see the adjustment, what they can do after that timeout.
Tang Chayo, they go to Sun Tong Lin against Miranda. Sun Tong Lin, nice move there. Putting Miranda on the spin cycle.
I really feel like the only guy so far who can match up with Sun Tong Lin is Taulava.
Well, he's been rested there. Miranda. Go to Monfort. 3 on the way. Eman Monfort breaks the dry spell for NLEX.
NLEX really needed that shot. Actually, any shot to fall in for them. They've gone cold here in the second quarter.
Kang Chayo down low to Sun Tong Lin again. Against Miranda. Sun having his way. And the double team by JR Quinahan forcing the turnover.
Great help D there from Quinahan. Also Miranda standing his ground. And Sun losing real estate by the baseline.
Wami Tiongson replaces Eman Monfort. Quinahan, 3. No good. Ighalo, rebound. Trying to drop it off to Miranda. 8 seconds to work with for NLEX. Wami Tiongson. Tiongson. Probing. Tiongson, free throw line jumper, no good. Lu Yunan with the rebound.
Big advantage here on the rebounding front. Enjoyed by the Flying Tigers. Well, it has been their 3 big lineup of Tang, Sun, and Liu. That's causing that problem for NLEX.
Sun Tong Lin. Kicks it out. Young Chan Charfo. Fade away, no good. Quinahan. Cyrus Baguio. Baguio kicks it out. Tiongson. Quinahan hits the J. And finally, some flow in the offense of NLEX, but they had to exert extra effort there.
You're right, but the flow of the offense is the key word of that sentence you just mentioned. That will be key for NLEX. Keep that ball moving and continue to locate your best option on offense.
Another stop here for NLEX. They go to Cyrus Baguio. Baguio to Tiongson. NLEX moving the ball around quickly.
Again, there's that hard show that NLEX is looking to negate here.
Ighalo receives the ball from Quinahan. Was surprised to get that one. Zhang Wen. Tang Chayo loses the handle, but recovers. Baguio taps it to Ighalo. Wild sequence here. There's a steal. Dong Chen Fai.
Oh, really back and forth basketball here. A lot of errors being committed by both squads. Eventually turned out to be a good possession for the Chinese.
JR Quinahan responds right there with a jumper. And Coach Yang Yao ready to send in 3 players. Sun Tong Lin against Quinahan.
Watch out for that spin.
Tang Chayo, 3 on the way once again. Tang Chayo.
And Sun is asking to be subbed out. Earlier, the knee of Ighalo hit his hamstring and it has been bothering him. He's trying to play through it, but look at Sun really struggle. NLEX, if they want to capitalize on that, will need to attack. But a foul was given up to stop the play.
Come on, ball out, more movement.
Wami Tiongson. Jansen Rios to Raul Soyud from the baseline. NLEX come up empty in that possession. Wang Ziroy for Xinjiang. They go down low to Sun. Somehow he's managed to continue here. Although he was complaining of pain earlier.
And I didn't even see them ice it or use a cold spray to ease the tension on his thigh. So we'll see if NLEX can capitalize, because Sun is a huge part, as we've seen during this tournament, of the Xinjiang Flying Tigers.
Tallo. Tiongson. Back to Tallo. Quinahan. Swing it over to Rios. Back to Quinahan. 6 seconds to shoot. Wami Tiongson misses the 3 ball. And they have to make that shot, because that's the shot that Xinjiang is giving them.
You're right, Sidel. They have that ability, but shots not falling for NLEX on the other side. Xinjiang flexing their muscle underneath.
Tang Chayo is really giving Xinjiang a boost here, capitalizing on some mismatches there. Him and Lu Yunan. Sun Tonglin hasn't been scoring a lot, so his other teammates have stepped up here. Tang Chayo.
Oh, Sun Tonglin tried again to play with it, and now they put some cold spray as he sat back on the bench of the Flying Tigers. But even without the main man of Xinjiang, NLEX not really capitalizing here. They have been limited to outside shots, barely anything near the basket for NLEX.
Wang loses the handle. Jansen Rios.
And even with that transition attack, NLEX losing control, leading to another bucket for Xinjiang.
That's Doug Han Bing Roy, rather. That's his first 2 points of the ball game. So they send in Ronjay Buenafe. Soyud. The kick out. Tallo. Quinahan to Soyud. That's a nice play there between the two. NLEX big man cutting the lead to 11.
We've seen some high-low plays for NLEX earlier in this tournament against other opponents. Something perhaps they can go to right now.
Ang Chayo once again. It's Hupeizo rather.
Back and forth, those buckets are coming. NLEX not be, that's something they cannot afford, obviously.
Soyud, baseline J, no good. Now comes Xinjiang. Taking control here. It was 20-20 at the end of the first period, but NLEX suddenly going cold. Jansen Rios, Tang Chayo. Got too aggressive there.
Rios thought he had all ball. There was some contact that the referee saw. Sun Tonglin will immediately be redeployed. Even with the advantage growing with Sun on the bench, it's not a luxury that Coach Brian Gorjan will want to use or want to afford here.
Hupeizo returns to the bench. Jer Quinahan takes a breather. We haven't seen Asi Taulava back yet. After a 6-point performance in that first quarter, 2 threes for Asi.
Also, Jansen Rios also slowed down after a spectacular start. That is a two-hand jam for you.
Connecting with Sun Tonglin. This zone is just giving NLEX problems right now, Judd.
Absolutely, Sadel. And also, Xinjiang, they're not just doing it on defense. Offense as well has been very smooth for the Flying Tigers. The big man, Sun Tonglin, spotting the cutting Liu Yunan for that throwdown.
Sayang, may physical abilities ka, wala ka lang utak talaga. Sayang na bata. Raul, ang hina ng katawan mo, shooting mo walang wala. Alam mo kung bakit wala kang shooting? Pagod na pagod ka. Wala kang pulso, pagod na pagod ka. Pero ang sipag mo naman mag-isa, yun. Alam mo, ba't ka pagod? Yung kalahati ng pagod mo galing sa nervous mo.
We're back here at the Macao East Asian Games Dome. Second quarter action between the Xinjiang Flying Tigers and the NLEX Road Warriors. Asia League Summer Super 8. Day 3 of the elimination round. A knockout game in our hands here between Xinjiang and NLEX. Xinjiang ahead at the moment by 15.
It's their size that really has dictated their advantage in this game. At every position, their players are bigger than those of the NLEX. And they're also able to work their way with smooth execution. Sun Tong Lin again with the assist.
Soyud to Marcelo. The layup is good. NLEX cuts the lead to 15. Big second quarter here for the Flying Tigers. Tallo commits the foul.
That's his third personal foul.
NLEX now in the penalty. Coach Yao not happy with this performance in the second quarter. They are currently, it's a 15-point difference here in the second period. Xinjiang with 25, NLEX with just 10.
And I'm really impressed with the vision and the passing ability of Sun Tong Lin. He's averaging 5 assists per game over the first 2 games that Xinjiang played in the tournament. Today, in the first half alone, he already has 5 dimes too.
Well, you know, you gotta recognize as well his teammates. If you see earlier, there were 2 players cutting to the basket, and he had to just pick his options there.
And it's everyone buying into the system that Coach Georgian wants to deploy here.
Raul Soyud answers right back with a 3. That's big for NLEX. They cut the lead to 13. And they will still get the ball back here. Wang Ziroy, Sun Tong Lin, attack, Soyud! Sun Tong Lin! When he's not finding teammates, he is getting buckets.
Foul number 16, Raul
by 16. And how can NLEX find their way back here in this ball game?
Well, they need to be able to break through the defense of Xinjiang. And also, well, it's problems on both sides of the court, Sidav, so they will need also to limit the open looks that are that the Flying Tigers are getting, mainly because of their play through Sun Tong Lin, who as a big man has facilitated the offense of the Flying Tigers.
NLEX starting out with Wami Tiongson, Taulava, Ighalo, Quinahan, and Tallo. As for your Xinjiang, it's Sun Tong Lin, Tang Chayo, Liu Hunan, Jiang Wen, and Dong Chun Fei.
14 on the shot clock.
The biggest problem of the NLEX Road Warriors is this three big lineup of Xinjiang. Consists of Sun Tong Lin, Tang Chayo, and also on the floor is Liu Yunan. Then you have tall guards as well in Jiang Wen and Dong Chun Fei. Again, at every position, there's height advantage. Just have to be brave like Tallo there. But there was an offensive foul whistled apparently on Asi Taulava.
So Asi Taulava, that counts as a turnover. Asi Taulava was just there underneath. Sun Tong Lin challenged that shot by Tallo. Sun Tong Lin.
There's that back pick.
Now Tiongson intercepts the pass. Tiongson gets the deuce right there. Liu Hunan giving chase right there. And could be the start of something good here for the Road Warriors.
You know what the Flying Tigers are trying to do is play bully basketball. They know they have the advantage when it comes to size, but NLEX, they cannot be daunted by that. They have to continue their fight.
Sun Tong Lin out. Liu Hunan. Jiang Wen. Sun. Against Taulava. Sun. Kicks it out. Tang Chayo. 3-ball on the way. Quinahan taps it to Tallo.
Good defense there for NLEX. Every person was able to take their man. Single coverage. And Tallo dropping it off to Taulava for his 4th assist. Asi's 8th point.
Lead now down to 12 for Xinjiang. NLEX getting some momentum here. Liu Hunan, the kick out. Tang Chayo.
Great D so far for NLEX.
Sun Tong Lin takes the 3. Dong Chun Fei with the offensive rebound though. That's a dribbling violation.
So a surge here for NLEX to open up the 3rd quarter. Well, we know that Coach Yao is a known mentor and he definitely is a motivator, has his own style and may have woken up his squad over that halftime huddle.
Quinahan recovers to Tallo. Tallo attacks, looking for a teammate. Taulava, 6 seconds to shoot against Sun Tong Lin. Taulava kicks it out to Ighalo, has to take this. Short, Taulava with the offensive rebound, but the shot clock expires on NLEX.
Defense was on point there for the Flying Tigers. NLEX tried to move that ball around, but the door was closed everywhere they wanted to go.
Xinjiang with possession. 7.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd period. Tang Chayo. Jiang Wen.
Dribble drive movement for the Flying Tigers.
Sun Tong Lin, great tap there by Quinahan. Still Sun. Hook shot. Well defended by Taulava.
Defense has leveled up here for the Xinjiang Flying Tigers. Well, check that for the NLEX Road Warriors.
Tallo. Ighalo now. Quinahan. Tallo attacks. Tallo. The bang and the bucket for Tallo.
Tallo able to break down the defense of the Xinjiang Flying Tigers time and time again. And he has been the life of the offense of the Road Warriors. Earlier, dropping it off to Taulava. This time, taking it strong by himself.
Tallo, that's just his first 2 points of the ball game, but he has 4 rebounds and 4 assists. They cut the lead to 9, the Road Warriors. Under 7 minutes remaining.
Filipino community, the fans here coming alive, screaming defense. Xinjiang looking to arrest their skid. Sun Tong Lin, of course, they're gonna go through him.
Wang Ziroy, the jumper, that's short. Asi Taulava with the rebound. Wami Tiongson now. Tiongson uses the Quinahan pick. Tiongson down the middle. Tiongson, one-hander. No good. Rebound goes to Taulava. They kick it out to Tallo. Tallo. Quinahan. Ighalo. 2 seconds in the shot clock. Quinahan has to throw it up. And he beats the shot clock. J.R. Quinahan. That's a big 3 and puts NLEX to within 6.
There's some magic that Coach Xinjiang worked at the half, whatever it is something that's doing good for the NLEX Road Warriors here in the third quarter.
Put some deposits in, we're still winning.
第二节我们存款足够，现在我们还领先了，还得投篮继续打。
Now, how are we gonna respond?
怎么面对人家的挑战？
We're gonna go horn, go off of Tony.
走丛林这
You
边，
win, you die,
你来抢
Tony,
断
you。pop.
Man, on your screen, Sun Tong Lin has been giving the NLEX Road Warriors some problems, but I think he's met his match here in Asi Taulava in the third quarter.
You're absolutely correct. And just as you say that, take a look at the statistics. Sure, Sun Tong Lin is dominating it, but as he has played half of the minutes that Sun has played here in this game.
Taulava against Sun.
Watch
Sun.
out for the kick out.
Sun underneath. Sun successful this time against Asi.
One of the very rare times that Sun took Taulava one-on-one and was able to produce points. And this could be a big opportunity for Sun now, because Taulava checks out of the game. In goes Marcelo. And Marcelo standing about 6'5", give or take. Sun listed at 6'9".
Couldn't complete the three-point play. Sun Tong Lin. Tallo. And next with momentum now. Ighalo. And if Ighalo attacks and scores for the Road Warriors.
There's brand new confidence that we're seeing from the Road Warriors right now. Earlier in the first half, Coach Xinjiang calling them out for being nervous, and Liu Yunan getting caught extending that elbow. He's actually lucky it's just a regular foul, because it was an elbow he stuck out. Could have been an unsportsmanlike foul.
Liu Yunan taking a breather. Back comes Hope Zo for Xinjiang. They've been held to just 2 points here in the third period. Tallo to Ighalo. The three on the way. Kenneth Ighalo.
That ball reversal, very important in the flow of any offense itself, because you're making the defense move.
And Ighalo, that's his specialty, the corner three. Sun takes it out to Wang once again. Road Warriors getting a stop.
They have outscored the Flying Tigers 15-2 to open the third quarter. The Flying Tigers, I don't think they were ready for this. They made it nonetheless. Tallo putting Xinjiang in penalty.
Tiongson misses. Zhang Wen, the left-handed layup in transition.
Zhang Wen is excellent in the open court. He can deceive the defense.
Quinahan, Ighalo, buries it once again. Kenneth Ighalo. Something going on here with Quinahan and Hope Zo.
Well, it has been fit. Then Sunday, if whichever team here advances is fortunate also on Saturday to take a win in the semis, will play in the finals on Sunday.
We're entering the later stages of the tournament. Zhang Wen, 3. And that wasn't the shot that Coach Brian wanted for his team.
I think Zhang Wen sees an Alpino, but not the best shot like you mentioned.
Tallo once again. Oh, Tallo is in the mood right now. The attack-minded guard of NLEX tying this ball game at 53.
Quinahan dropping Suntong Lin. Tallo already has 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists here.
Opezo. Blocked by Monfort.
For Monfort. How about that? All 5 feet and 6 inches of Monfort. Risking that. Now for the lead.
Eman Monfort. Impact plays on both ends of the floor.
He's gotten back-to-back stops on defense already. Every player for NLEX contributing here.
Suntong Lin against Miranda. Miranda, there's a triple team on Sun, who got hit there.
And Sun now getting upset at his teammates because the cutting of Xinjiang, we praised that, remember, in the first half, and now it just isn't there. They're letting Sun operate against double teams and triple teams, and obviously the big man of the Flying Tigers not having an easy time.
So Tallo gets a much-deserved breather.
Free throws here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was a reach-in on Cyrus Baguio, so nonetheless, Sun ties the ball game.
And also, Sidel, if it was a technical foul, then possession should be staying with the Xinjiang Flying Tigers. If ever, then Suntong Lin should have taken the 2 free throws before the technical foul, and with possession staying with Xinjiang.
Wang Ziroy. We'll get to that later on, but look at this here. Wang Ziroy was caught reaching in. He sends Eman Monfort to the free throw line. Eman Monfort, a very reliable free throw shooter.
It's hard to question the ability of Eman Monfort, especially with the size he brings into that basketball court. Marcelo getting fouled.
The basket is good for the Road Warriors. There's a call on the floor. Xinjiang basketball right here.
So they count the basket for Marcelo.
2 minutes. This is Still Chen Fei. Against Cyrus Baguio. They locate Suntong Lin against Miranda. Sun fading away. Drop pass to Hope Zo. It's taken away by NLEX. Cyrus Baguio. Baguio loses the handle. Miranda is there. Miranda draws the foul on Sun. Michael Miranda, very smart play.
Physical play here, Miranda pulling Sun Tong Lin down to the floor after he got fouled. And that's why Sun was reacting.
2 fouls now on Sun Tong Lin.
You know what changed here really is the team that's dictating the physicality, number one, and two, the pace of the game. Earlier, Xinjiang was in full control, but after the strong start of NLEX here in the third period, that completely flipped. Now the pressure is on the side of the Flying Tigers.
And Miranda makes the first free throw. So it's a 19-point turnaround in this third period for NLEX. They want to get to that semifinal round.
Sun Tong Lin now getting frustrated with the physicality thrown at him.
Some pressure now in the backcourt for NLEX. Wang Ziroy against Eman Monfort. Wang. Still Wang. Nice pass to Sun. Attacks and scores. Sun Tong Lin with a heavily taped left thigh. Baguio. Johnson Rios stepped on the line.
And I'm really amazed at the effort of the mop boys you have here inside the stadium. A lot of bodies falling on the floor right now. See there, Sun Tong Lin. They've done their piece of work. The guys mopping the floor, making sure it's safe for our players.
Well, definitely the whole organization all around for the Asia League. Done a marvelous job in running this tournament. They've been very professional, very organized.
You know, that last play, let's go back to that, the foul committed by Monfort. If you were in the angle of the NLEX bench, you would have thought that it was a good, clean swipe. But then if you're in the angle of the referee who called that foul, you would have seen that Monfort used a lot of his body to try and fence off Wang Ziroy from regaining control of that basketball. The angle of the referee is enough, but the same angle we showed on that replay, obviously a foul on Monfort.
Wang Ziroy has an opportunity to tie this ball game. First free throw is good.
He's been quite silent in this game though, just 7 points. But his 7 points in only 11.5 minutes, so pretty efficient outing for Wang.
Zhang Wen on the bench, the starting point guard. Oh, nice rebound there, offensive rebound, Lu Hunan. Zhang Wen attacks, drops it off to Lu, blocked by Rios. Buenafe, 3 for 3. That's good!
4-point lead now, Ronche Buenafe. It was a risk. He was in transition, he just entered the game. And yet, the guts to release it and get NLEX the advantage.
Rios drops it off, Quinahan couldn't get that one to go. Point blank miss there for the veteran.
Well, Quinahan also just re-entered the game after spending some time on the bench. Possibly has lost some warmth.
Anchayo misses. Marcelo fights for the loose ball. It's with Jansen Rios. Rios attacks Jansen Rios. That's a blocking foul on Wang Ziroy. And Rios will go to the line.
You know what NLEX has been, in a nutshell, in a word, aggressive on both ends of the floor. And their aggressiveness is a product of them being unafraid. Earlier, you could really tell they were intimidated by the length, by the size of the Xinjiang Flying Tigers. I'm guessing what happened in that locker room at the half, Coach Yang Yao on your screens, reminding them that you guys are professional players in the Philippines. That alone tells you you can compete at this level, you can compete in the Super 8.
Well, definitely, and a lot of credit, you know, Coach Yang Yao, a master motivator. And a totally different demeanor as soon as they came out from the dugout. NLEX. See there, Dave Marcelo diving for the loose ball, but Zhang Wen comes away with it. Xinjiang, one final possession. Zhang Wen kicks it out. Zhong Chai Wei misses that one. And that's it. for the third period. A big comeback here for NLEX. They lead by 5 as we head into the final 10 minutes.
Once again, here at the Macao East Asian Games called for the Asian League Super 8 2018.
Fourth quarter underway here at the Macao East Asian Games Dome. Sidav Tupas with Justin Sulit bringing you the action. NLEX Road Warriors of the Philippines up against the Xinjiang Flying Tigers of China. NLEX down by as many as 17 earlier. Now up by 5, heading into the last 10 minutes of this ballgame. Sun, the kick out. Zhang Wen thought about the 3. Lu Yunan has been camped underneath, but Zhang Wen buries the jumper, cut the lead to 3.
Difficult shot there for Zhang Wen. He's one of the guys who needs to come alive here for Xinjiang, only with 6 points in this ballgame. And also as a point guard, he hasn't made a single assist.
Zhang Wen had a big game yesterday. Now it's with Buenafe. Uses the Soyud pick. Quinahan, 3 on the way. J.R. Quinahan with a hand in his face gives NLEX its biggest lead of the ball game, 67-61.
10 points now for J.R. Quinahan. 10 3-pointers for NLEX. And Xinjiang, they've been recognizing the inside advantage, but apart from that, it's always best to complement it with outside shooting, not working for the Flying Tigers.
Right there, Lu Yunan misses the jumper. Tiongson attacks, kicks it out to Buenafe. Play broken up. Deng Chun Fai.
First personal foul, first defense.
Ronjay Buenafe goes back to the bench. Asi Taulava right there. Played big, literally, for NLEX in that third period.
That's correct. And even in the first quarter, when Xinjiang was already threatening to pull away quickly, as he fought back with a couple of 3-pointers.
So, yeah, great defense there by NLEX. Ang Chayo on the baseline looking for Lu Yunan.
This game really intense enough, and it's a display of two teams refusing to get eliminated in the Asian League Summer Super 8.
Sun Tong Lin drops it off. Lu Yunan gets the foul and the basket.
Wasn't the best spacing for Xinjiang, but their size, their strength. Sun Tong Lin, another assist for the big man. He's got 7, and Lu Yunan now has 12 points.
You see how much it meant to Liu Hunan.
For the speaker for
You know,
Xinjiang.
I like what I'm seeing from the Xinjiang squad. They're showing a lot of emotion right now.
Well, earlier, they were pretty chill because they were already up by 17 points, getting a fight from the NLEX Road Warriors, and you're going to want to pump your team up, whoever you are on that Flying Tigers roster.
Tallo, Tiongson, Soyud is in position underneath. Tiongson got blocked by Zhang Wen. Ball will stay with NLEX with 9 seconds remaining in their shot clock.
Xinjiang wanting to switch the ball screens.
Kenneth Ighalo back in the ball game. Tallo attacks. Tallo gets 2 players in the air, misses. Put back. Tallo.
It would have been a highlight on the first try, but you'll take the 2 points. That's what matters here.
Well, he had 2 players in the air there, including Sun Tong Lin. Sun, double team.
And it was almost Tallo saying, this is how open I am. Even if I miss the first one, I'm still alone to get the putback.
Third personal foul, third defense.
Well, Tallo's ability to get to the basket, crucial here for NLEX
Marcelo
attack.
for Soyud.
Soyud
Shot clock 14 seconds.
moves back to the bench, replaced by Dave Marcelo. Down low to Sun Tong Lin. Quinahan right there to provide protection. Try the paint. Liu Yunan. Quick rotation by NLEX. Liu, short. Sun, defensive rebound. Down goes Sun. Marcelo is hobbling. Tang Chayo misses the shot. And Marcelo, hobbling and all, gets the rebound.
A lot of players getting hurt here, Sidel, because both teams are giving it their all. But Marcelo may have tweaked his ankle. Either that, I'm guessing, or he got hit on the thigh, just as what happened to Sun Tong Lin earlier.
Rebounding battle there. I think he may have stepped on Quinahan's foot going down.
We'll try to get an update on that, but he will be replaced for now.
Dave Marcelo getting an applause from the crowd
3 seconds.
for his effort there.
Well, now, the Xinjiang Flying Tigers going with a full court press, trying to delay the offense of the NLEX Road Warriors.
Tallo. Tallo attacks. Trying to go under Sun Tong Lin that time, unsuccessful. Zhang Wen against Tiongson. Tang Chayo. Sun Tong Lin against Miranda. Sun, 6 seconds to shoot. Miranda caught reaching in. So Sun, you see the frustration in the spark right there, John.
Well, you know what's happening here is Sun is asking for picks, whether it's for him or for someone else on the team to get open, because he's throwing such a big part of the defense. But if there are no other options opening up for them, then that's not going to mean anything for Xinjiang.
Oh, a big development here for NLEX. Wami Tiongson caught reaching in on Zhang Wen, and that's the 15th foul of NLEX, and they are in the penalty.
Zhang Wen, first free throws for him today.
Defensor coming in for
NLEX
Rios for Bobby Johnson.
playing physical deliberately, but they're paying the price with the number of fouls they committed here in the fourth.
Basket is good. First free throw for Zhang Wen. 6.5 minutes remaining here. We've been treated to one quality basketball game between the Xinjiang Flying Tigers and the NLEX Road Warriors. Lead is 3 for NLEX. Tallo. Quinahan. Kenneth Ighalo, runner, almost made the basket, but Kenneth Ighalo drew the foul on Dun Chen Fei.
Ighalo has been a spark on offense for the Road Warriors, even leading them in scoring. 13 points for him, a couple of big three-pointers in that third quarter run, and now looking to extend their lead to 5.
Kenneth Ighalo, 14 points in the ball game. Second one is good as well. Lead is 5 for the Road Warriors. The Flying Tigers soon half. It's been one big comeback for the Road Warriors, 71 to 66. And you know, this is a very critical match. And Judd, what are the implications here for both teams?
Well, it's simple to delve right now. Both teams tied at 1-1. And the winner of this game will get a ticket to the semifinals, which will start on Saturday. The losing team effectively eliminated from contention in the Super 8.
As Dun Chen Fei cuts the lead to 3. And this is Group A action. And Itilan Elephants already clinching the first semifinal berth in this group. Jackson Rios attacks and drew the foul on
Of any look at the basket, really.
Jansen Rios misses the first. Second one no good. Ighalo with the rebound. Great hustle there from the NLEX swingman. Quinahan, 3 on the way. J.R. Quinahan extends the lead to 6.
It was a difficult position for Sun Tong Lin. He was the only one who could have rushed out to Quinahan, but that would have opened up the lane.
Wang Zirui missing the jumper. NLEX off and running. Miranda from Tallo. And a turnover for NLEX. And again, Tallo, questionable decision right there. Could have slowed down the pace.
That's right. Although I was looking at Michael Miranda as well, he was signaling something, and if I made that out correctly, he was saying the pass was okay and it was small. As he could get to it.
That's a risky pass for NLEX. Sun Tong Lin. Zhang Wen, 5 to shoot. Zhang gets the pick from Sun. The rebound to NLEX. Tallo.
That rebound play, Quinahan tapping it to his teammate. Tallo breaks away, gets the lay-in.
8-point lead for NLEX, 4.5 minutes remaining. A big comeback by the Road Warriors, Zhang Wen.
He was clipped by Ighalo. It's a matter of the Xinjiang Flying Tigers using their speed now. And whenever an NLEX defender, that time Ighalo getting left, trying to compensate. The bump was too much on Sun Tong Lin.
Now, that's what happens as well when the outside shots are hitting for NLEX that freed up the lane really for Tallo.
You're right. It was the risk that Xinjiang was willing to take. However, paying the price there. Sun, you have to give this guy a lot of credit. 16 points. He has 4 boards and 7 assists as well. Doing everything for his team.
Well, big disparity here in 3-point shooting. 11 of 21 for NLEX. Only 2 of 14 for Xinjiang. Road Warriors ahead by 7.
And as you talk about 3-point shooting, it's actually the bigs of NLEX hitting those.
Michael Miranda. Tallo once again setting up his teammate. 4:05 remaining. And NLEX with its biggest lead of the ball game. Xinjiang trying to answer. Zhang Wen. Zhang Wen attacks. Recovers the loose ball. Zhang Wen from the corner. Couldn't make the shot. Miranda with the rebound.
I'm impressed at how NLEX has taken away the size advantage of Xinjiang, which played a huge factor in how the Flying Tigers erected a 17-point lead in the first half.
Tallo just taking The Flying Tigers to school. NLEX Road Warriors with their first double-digit lead of the ball game. 3:36 remaining. For Sun Tong Lin, high-point man for Xinjiang. Wang Ziroy, they need a basket here. Flying Tigers. Miranda, whistle for that foul.
I like what Wang did there, Sadov. Stir something up for your squad. Make things happen. And the reminders in their huddle before they went back to the court for the Xinjiang Flying Tigers is spread and move the ball.
Well, they seem to have stopped that in the past few possessions. Only 21 points in the second half for Xinjiang.
That's an insane number right now because in the second quarter alone, they put up 29 points. A referee giving a bonus free or replacement free throw rather for Wang Ziroy. Quinahan apparently entering early, but it was a late whistle too, and that's, I guess, is what caught the NLEX Road Warriors off guard.
80-71, Sidel Tupas and Jut Sulit bringing you the action in the Asia League Summer Super 8. A knockout game we're seeing here. Tallo attacks. Sun Tong Lin once again caught reaching in. Mac Tallo on attack mode here in the second half.
Tallo has been brilliant here in the second half. 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. The point guard leading his team in both assists and rebounds itself. That just tells you how much impact he's had in this ball game.
Mac Tallo only recently joined the Road Warriors and has been a prized acquisition here.
And he was really only taken into this team because they lost a couple of key guards. Kevin Alasto, an ACL injury, and Kiefer Avena with running into some issues as well.
Wang Ziroy, 3 on the way. Wang.
He wants to carry his team back into this contest.
Just the 2 there, long 2 for Wang. Mac Tallo getting some confidence here. Going one-on-one.
And while it has been working, NLEX going to Mac Tallo time and time again. If it's not broken, don't fix it. As long as Tallo has the insurance to keep going, it looks like NLEX will go to it.
8-point lead for the Road Warriors. 2:46 left.
Oh, labas! Paglabas dito, okay? Kuha nung si Iggy. Tawid mo, Iggy. I-handoff mo sa kanya. At saka tayo mag-uumpisa ng piece. Pagka nag-hard show yung malaki, roll ka si JR ang papap. Okay?
Hey, yung ball screen kay Mac! Yung ball screen kay Mac! One tayo! Once! Ball screen kay Mac! 10 fights. 14 seconds.
The man of the moment for the Road Warriors. Kenneth Ighalo and Mac Tallo joining forces in the second half to carry the fight for the Road Warriors. Down by as many as 17, now up by 8 and in a perfect position to grab that second semifinal berth in their bracket. Michael Miranda whistled for the offensive foul, and it looks like that's going to be the end of the night for Mark Miranda. That's his 5th foul.
That's an offensive foul on number 2, Michael Miranda.
Offensive foul.
Michael Miranda, 5 fouls.
That's it, confirmation. Michael Miranda is fouled out of the ball game. Dave Marcelo now had to leave the game earlier because of a twisted ankle. Now is back and still hobbling right there, but he'll have to defend Sun Tong Lin here.
See what they can do. Time not on the side of the Flying Tigers.
Yang Chayo still missing. The Flying Tigers. Wang trying to save it to a teammate. Go back the other way for NLEX. So possession for the Road Warriors. Fresh shot clock, and they have a baseline inbound.
Now, I don't think the Flying Tigers really expected much of the scoring for NLEX to come from Tallo and Ighalo. And that, I guess, is also a difficulty when you're playing in a pocket tournament like this, where you're not necessarily familiar with the teams you're going up against.
No, definitely. Ighalo right now. 6 seconds to shoot. Tallo takes it out. Ighalo has to shoot here. Sun Tong Lin fouls Ighalo, taking the 3. And what a time for him to commit that foul. And the shot clock was winding down there.
And who were the 2 players responsible for bailing NLEX out of that, what would have been an erratic possession? Tallo and Ighalo again. They really have served as NLEX's saviors here in this ball game.
Just as you complimented Ighalo there, he misses the first of 3 free throws. Sedef Tupas with Jut Sulit bringing you the action for the Asia League Summer Super 8. Second free throw is good for Kenneth Ighalo. 9-point lead for NLEX.
You know, Sedef, here in the Super 8, as much as it is a big opportunity for teams to get better, to show what they can do, it's also an avenue for players to, that was an elbow from Wang Zirui, caught by the referee. Planted on Ighalo, an offensive foul on the Flying Tigers. 5 fouls now on Zirui.
Well, frustration there mounting. The Flying Tigers. A minute and 54 remaining, and I think NLEX showing us how experienced they are, especially in pressure situations earlier.
That's correct. You know, for those who just joined us and did catch the part of the game where Xinjiang, they led by 17 points in the second period, erased by NLEX.
JR Quinahan is not done yet, extending the lead to 12. Zhang Wen, spin move is good. A minute and 15 remaining. Both teams in the penalty, 10-point lead for NLEX. Mac Tallo has been the catalyst to this comeback. Tallo attacks. Tallo unable to score that time. Xinjiang looking to cut this lead. Zhang Wen. Sun Tong Lin grabs the rebound. Tang Chayo, 3 on the way. No, still unable to get that one to go. This time, it's good. Mai Yao Cheng, the youngster, getting that one to go, cuts the lead to 7. Tallo has to cross the line, half-court line rather, and he does.
But Xinjiang not giving up until this final possession. Looks like they're not going to foul anymore, not going to try to prevent NLEX from scoring, which happens. Quinahan has found his stroke here.
Oh, J.R. Quinahan also coming alive. It's the trio of Quinahan, Tallo, and Kenneth Ighalo, 88-78, much to the delight of this Filipino crowd behind that NLEX bench. Road Warriors doing the Philippines proud here in the Asia League Summer Super 8. They take down the Xinjiang Flying Tigers all the way back from 17 down. The NLEX Road Warriors punched their ticket to the semifinals of the Asia League Summer Super 8. A big victory for the Road Warriors against a tough Xinjiang Flying Tigers. Very young, not lacking in size. Sun Tong Lin saw his brilliance in this tournament. But it's the NLEX Road Warriors who will advance to the next round. Tallo with a big game. Kenneth Ighalo as well was huge.